Kim Jackson. I teach Title I and Pre-K.
My name's Elizabeth Montero Chaffalo, and I am a certified conscious discipline instructor.
We have children in this classroom who have significant mental health needs, and I think that with the tools that we have learned with conscious discipline, that we have been able to teach some of these children that we have some skills for building relationships and building connections that they would have never had they not been in a classroom that is implementing conscious discipline. We want to get Chris's attention, so the safe way to get his attention is tap, say his name, and wait for him to look. Say, Chris. Wait for him to look. Try again. Say, Chris. You look. Say, may I play?
Yeah, I play.
Oh, it worked. He said yes. He said yes. And look, your feelings change. Your mouth's going up like this.
In a special ed classroom where there are emotionally disturbed children, there are oftentimes restraints where the children are actually held. We don't like to do that, but it's like a last effort.
Right.
Since we've been using the conscious discipline, there have been almost no restraints. We don't feel like we're forcing the kids anymore.
We know that the brain seeks pattern and routine, and for children with autism, they have to have structure. And conscious discipline provides a way to have all of those structures and to put them into place into your classroom.
An individual schedule for a child within the spectrum is fabulous, but what if the next step on the schedule is something that's really not their first choice? The whole idea of helping them handle that emotion when it comes up and breathing through it is just an essential piece for children within the spectrum.
Conscious discipline just makes sense for children and adults with mental health needs, that they're able to take away that tool belt. They're able to pull out those tools whenever they need them.
The self-regulation piece, understanding of feelings, not just identifying feelings, but also allowing feelings to come up so that children can metabolize what that is all about, giving them tools to handle when life does not go their way.
Another biggie with children with ADD and ADHD is the use of two positive choices. There is so much power in choice. You are giving them a choice, but you're also guiding their choice. It is not safe to use this. It could break the top of our light. Yeah. So you can use this in the construction center, or you can use it on the carpet, but you may not use it on the light table. We don't spend enough time teaching children how to build relationships and how to build connections with one another.
One child with autism, well, if they have social emotional issues and they're surrounded with other children with social emotional issues, how do they blossom? So when there is inclusion, there's that opportunity for children to learn social skills from children who have got them. It's a mentoring program. What they give, they're also strengthening them themselves. It's a win-win situation for all children.
Sometimes people think that you can't do it with children because you got this problem or you have this child who has a problem. It's not. You want those kinds of things to happen so that you can teach these skills. I was with the child who has the mental health diagnosis. One of the concerns that we have with this child is we have not been able to identify his triggers, and the doctors also have not been able to identify those things. He was completely calm at the time. All of a sudden he became angry, and I was the target. I was injured, I was on the floor, and at that moment in time, all the other children in our school family got up. We were actually in a meeting circle, in a class meeting. They got up from their safe spaces where they sit in meeting circle. They walked over to where I was. They gathered around me in a circle, and they began to breathe. And they continued to breathe for a while, and then they began to sing the Wish You Well song. I was able to regain my composure. We were able to continue with our class meeting, but they were downloading to me when I was unable to regulate myself because they had been taught that skill. That is the kind of school family that has been built in this classroom where conscious discipline is being implemented. It's unbelievable.